What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I'm going to bring you more games from the Starseries Season 3, Day 12, between Evil Geniuses on the Radiant and Dara on the Dire. Dara taking Tidehunter as their first pickup. Kind of interesting. Usually, well, Tidehunter sometimes being picked in the first three, but usually on the second part of your pick phase, but, you know, it's no big deal. You're also going to pick up that Nature's Prophet right off the bat. The bans, those are the most ordinary bans I've ever seen. Evil Genius is going to pick up the CK and Chen, as well as Leshrac. Picks are coming out really quickly. Chen is most definitely going to go into the jungle. CK and Leshrac, a very, very deadly dual lane. They could make it a tri-lane, add some more kill potential, but it's really up to them. They could run this dual lane pretty much wherever. Mid lane, I've seen it run. Of course, the safe lane, or even the hard lane if you want to add one more player there. But I don't think that's actually going to be what they're going to do. Dara is going to respond with the Invoker. Okay, well, right now, I'm supposed to be writing a paper, but the paper's question makes no sense. So I'm waiting for someone to respond to me and, you know, clarify this stupid assignment, because it literally is it says, like, what does it say? It says, like, moving the average inventory from 1 week to 2 weeks, and average inventory isn't measured in units of time. So I don't know what the professor's thinking. Hopefully someone gets back to me, but in the meantime, I'm just going to be doing this. Evil Genius is banning out the Lone Druid, Dara banning out the TA. Dara is kind of light in the carry department. That's why Evil Genius is doing their best to ban out some potential long lanes. Dara going to ban out that TA because they don't want the TA-CK combination of two semi-carries. They're also going to ban out the Venomancer to prevent any tri-lane shenaniganry from happening from EG. But EG, they have a pretty versatile lineup. They're gonna go for the double semi-carry anyway. Very, very tanky lineup from Evil Geniuses, instantly picking up that Dragon Knight. Interesting combination. Leshrac, CK, most likely going to be a dual lane, not mid, because the Dragon Knight would probably like to have that mid lane, or maybe he's going to go solo the bot lane. It could be interesting. With Evil Geniuses, they probably would need one more support, because in the late game, if you're up against a Dragon Knight as well as CK, good luck. Good frickin' luck. There's so much stunning, there's so much burst damage. There's also some pretty good sustain damage coming out there too. And two strength carries that you really don't want to mess with come late game. Evil Geniuses could also be very aggressive with these heroes. CK has been known to be very aggressive, obviously. I mean, look at him. He looks aggressive. He looks pissed. He's smoking out of his eyes. But that Chaos Bolt combined with Leshrac is a very deadly combo. Evil Geniuses, if they want to go for another support hero, which I do think they should do, they should probably go for the Shadow Demon. That would make an insane, insane lockdown team. And then Dara, they would be hard pressed to defend themselves. They would have to, I don't know, pick off the Leshrac or something like that, or pick off the Chen, pick off the soft heroes, because picking off the strength heroes, that's a pretty tall order for Dara, who right now don't have the most damage. They do have some lane versatility. Invoker could solo a lane. Nature's Prophet is also capable of taking that hard lane on the bottom for the Dire side. But, you know, they kind of need someone to do the damage. Wouldn't be surprised to see an anti-mage right here. You could burn out DK or CK's mana pool, then, well, that's one way of kind of dealing with them. It's not going to be a for sure lockdown, since they can still turn and fight. But it still will reduce some of their damage. Hey, and I just noticed that EG, they've picked up 3 knights. Chen in Dota 1 was the Holy Knight. And what? Dara? They're going to go for a Warlock. What the hell is going on? What game is am I still playing Dota? Did I slip into League of Legends or something? I don't know what's going on, guys. Warlock, the pickup from Dara, commonly regarded as one of the worst support picks in the game. They're going to go with it anyway. Get that probably for the Fatal Bonds? I don't know. Their AoE damage isn't that high. I mean, yeah, they do have the Ravage. They do have the Warlock Golem. Nature's Prophet Ultimate, I guess you could call that an AoE spell, but oh my, what is happening? Oh my god, I don't even see. I was like making sense of this, like when EG had these 4 heroes and Dara had these 3, but now I just don't know what's going on. Omni Knight to pick up. I mean, Omni Knight, the problem with Omni Knight is that he's a melee hero and he's a support hero, so he's not going to be able to move up and get any last hits. He's not going to be able to control the lane, pressure someone back. but he is very defensive. If you slap that repel on DK or CK, well, they're just going to have a blast. They're going to go with the Mirana, who also is not seen all that often anymore, but that's going to be their primary damage dealer. I don't honestly don't know what's going to go with that. What's going to happen with this game? I have no idea. I have no clue. Zero clues where I had this game, and freezing? Well, I'm lagging or something. Did I accidentally my game? Hello? Hello? Oh shit. Did Dota just freeze and crash? Well, I'm just gonna cut it here, guys, and then when we resume, we will... Alright, guys, sorry about that. I actually don't know what happened right there, but anyway, we're into this game. Demon is gonna be playing the Omni Knight, and that's gonna be very interesting right there. 007 Jo on the CK. Fear is going to be playing the Dragon Knight. Beat is the usually hard support hero for EG, at least in this tournament so far. Is going to be picking up the Leshrac, and Malk, of course, is on the Chen. On the Dara side, Nowhere is going to be playing the Invoker. Nose on the Mirana. Savadoom is going to be playing that Warlock with Hawkeye on the Nature's Prophet, and that leaves Grumpy on the Tide Hunter. We're going to see how they want to lane this. It'll be very, very interesting. They have, again, a 3 melee hero lineup, whereas Dara has... Are they going to... No, they're just checking Roshan. Okay. I'm like, holy crap, are you really going to do that? It's probably not the best idea, but hell, I'm sure EG have something planned. I hope they do, because these picks are just out of this world. When do you see an Omni Knight, let alone an Omni Knight plus DK, let alone Omni Knight DK versus Warlock? But anyway, I do think Dara picked up that Warlock because of that damage that could get through the armor. And if you get that Fatal Bonds damage, and, well, it doesn't really matter how much armor you have, because, well, it's going to be spread out amongst your team, and the magic damage will hurt a lot. Beat is already counter-warding that level 1 ward placed by the Tide Hunter. Yeah, placed by the Tide Hunter. We're going to see if this kind of pseudo AoE comp for Dara really pans out for them. Did the banners get smaller? They did. They definitely did. I don't know what's going on with this game, guys. This is not 0.75, by the way. So no changes there. It's like Fear is going to be soloing the mid lane. This is very interesting. He's going to be up against Nowhere, and he's probably not going to have the best time being a melee hero versus a ranged hero, let alone a ranged hero that is Invoker. On the bot lane, it is going to be the dual lane of Jo and Bdiz, the CK Leshrac combo. Very, very stable. And on the top lane, Demon. That's why I said it was going to be interesting, because Demon usually is this off-lane guy. And he's going to be up against 2 ranged heroes. You can see already he's getting harassed quite a bit. Doing a little bit of harassment back with that Purification. But he shouldn't really get all that much here. He's hitting Savadoom quite a few times with that hammer. But Savadoom is probably more than capable of taking that harassment and dishing it just as much, if not more, back. Grumpy going to be in the jungle, of course, and Hawkeye also in the jungle. He's not even bothering with his bot lane. He knows that if he goes there, 007 and Bdiz with that CK Leshrac combination, they're just going to kick his ass upside down. But anyway, EG, they have a turbo amount of late game. They have the DK as well as the CK. And they... I get it. EG, I completely understand. I don't know what the hell with... Demon taking a lot of damage with the heal on him. Not going to be enough. Nose is going to pick up the first blood. Perfect for Dara getting the first blood on that Mirana. But I finally get it, EG. I get you, man. Chaos Knight, Holy Knight, Dragon Knight, Omni Knight. Yeah, that's the strategy coming out for EG. I knew it, guys. It's so clear. It's really pretty dumb, but... well, I don't know. Too much knights. There you go. There you go. He knows. I know too. I'm in the loop. And Dara, they're just thrown off by this. I did just get an email back, so I do know what to do, or I didn't really read it, but I got something back I should know what to do. Well, this is awesome. I don't think there's any more... Are there any more knights? Chaos, Rogue... Sven is a Rogue Knight. They could have picked up Sven, gone for the pure melee lineup, and Malk. That would have been pretty solid, but EG... I don't know about running thematic lineups. I mean, like, yeah, sure, you get a theme going, that's all well and good, but most of the knights are melee heroes. As well they should be. Why would knights be ranged? That makes not much sense. I know that knights were sometimes like used bows and stuff in the Middle Ages. That's kind of cheating, I feel. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Jo is getting free farm on the spot lane, not contested at all. Hawkeye just content with getting as much farm as he can in the jungle, and I guess that makes a little bit of sense. Because, I mean, if he dips down to this lane, he's going to take a Chaos Bolt, he's going to take Edict, and all sorts of nastiness. And Bdiz, oh, did he get the double pull? He missed this one just barely. That's unfortunate for him. But Fear, with the double damage, you're going to go straight for nowhere. Does he have enough damage to do this? He needs enough mana for Breathe Fire, but he's 10 short. The teleportation coming in. The Nature's Prophet. Try to ward off Fear. One more bottle drink. I feel like he could have took a swig out of that bottle, and then he would have had just enough for a Breathe Fire. Level 2 would have definitely been enough. But Fear, unfortunately, letting that kill escape from him. And Malk doing some tornado stacking. It's a very good trick to know how to do. It's very easy as well if you just tell your Wildkin to tornado a creep camp. And you of course have to stack it up 2 or 3 times, works the best. Actually, if you could get more, then I guess that's also worth it, but that's kind of investing a whole lot, and if they find you, then you're screwed. But this camp is one of the safest camps in the game to farm up. Demon in the top lane, not getting much at all. He's going for a very regular Omni Knight skill build, so it looks like he's just going to be playing support. Really, they just need this Omni Knight to get levels, that's all they needs. And really, that's all he's going to get. There's no chance for Demon to get farm in this lane, as the 3-man push from the Dire is coming in. Well, 4-man now. Hawkeye joining the fight. He's very, very lucky that well, Demon's lucky that the Treants weren't summoned over here, or else he would have been so dead. He's just chilling, trying to survive. In the meantime, the bot lane, 3 from EG are taking down that tower. And oh, Demon's on the run. Run with the repel, he should be fine. And Darer, yeah, Demon was there the entire time. He was watching you. Jo picks up the bot lane tower, and Hawkeye picks up the top lane tower. And it looks like both teams, they want to keep going. Demon pulling some Matrix shit, dodging that arrow. Good on him. If he took that arrow, he would have died. Oh no, he's gonna die right here. Gush onto. Oh no, repel OP. He's gonna save himself from that slow. With 4 heroes on the top lane and 3 on the bot lane, and still. EG, they're pushing faster with the Edict with Malk's Wildkin. Pushing from Dare, they do have the Nature's Prophet, but aside from that, they don't really have the pure burst damage that Edict does offer their team. Fear and Nowhere, kind of just dueling against each other. But are they going to keep going? There's still 4 on this bot lane. They want to keep going. Hell yes. If we see a 10-minute racks on anyone, that's going to be amazing. EG, they got to come back right now because Demon is hard-pressed to defend this. Oh, a tornado from the Wildkin. That's going to be very good as the tornado does fly out, starting to do a little bit of damage to the enemy creep wave as well as the enemy heroes. Malk's Wildkin really saving this push as Bdiz level 2 Edict, so not the most Edict damage there, but he's still pressuring the bot lane of Darer pretty hard. Someone's got to teleport down there unless Leshrac. Oh, he's ballsy. He really is ballsy. He's going for an Urn. Not really something you see all that often with the Leshracs. But hey, Urn will help you sustain those pushes, especially after a gank. Unfortunately, well, there hasn't been many kills this game, so that's a little bit difficult to fill your Urn when you don't have any souls to fill them with. You know, I think Nevermore, the Shadow Fiend, should get like extra souls for an Urn, because, well, that's what he does, right? He collects souls. Demon has finished his soul ring. Now he's going to get a little bit of something on this farm. It's not going to be that much. He's going to get, like, well, 3 creeps. It's pretty good. It's putting him up at 17. And I didn't put this down. Jo, naturally, of course, with that free farm on the bot lane, is leading the way as far as the creep score is concerned. Mirana, not too far behind, but it's a lot harder to last hit as the Mirana than it is to last hit as a CK. There's a lot more base damage, a lot better animation on the CK. And Mirana, her level 1 base damage is trash. It's really bad. You can see right now she even is having a little bit of trouble with that low base damage. 7 minutes in, 4 towers down total in this game. Both teams not looking to set anything up. It's going to be a clash in the late game. It looks like, unless they're just biding their time, getting a couple of core levels. Tidehunter is only level 3. They want that rock to drop on people from the Warlock. They would like to have a little bit more pushing power from Nature's Prophet, so they're just biding their time. Demon is going to dodge that upheaval, but he's taking a lot of damage regardless. Arrow is going to hit Demon. He does have a heal up his sleeve. Does he have enough time? Yes. The Guardian Angel does go off, but he is trapped. He's going to try to teleport out of this. Is there going to be enough time? Yes, there is going to be enough time. Demon living by the skin of his teeth with that Guardian Angel. Good recognition that he could only, well, probably only have time to cast one, and that one spell had to give him enough time to get out, and there wasn't enough stuns on the enemy side, so, well, good play by the Omni Knight. Now Fear with the Haste Rune. Well, that Haste Rune isn't going to matter all that much. He's going to pop his Dragon Form, plus the level 3 Edict from Beatiz. This is going to tear down this tower, as Dare take a tower advantage in this game. Let's actually take a look at how the gold is going. Yeah, the tower is helping them. The EXP is also helping them because Dare were forced to split the jungle, whereas EG's farm was a little bit more balanced.
You have no right.
Demon having some trouble against Nose. As well he should. I mean, like, if a Priestess of the Moon, Mirana, isn't harassing them back, the melee hero back, then she's doing something wrong in that lane. Unless she's farming a whole lot, but Grumpy is going to take a Dragon Tail Tornado from the Dragonite Dome. Beatiz is tanking the tower, plus a Cold Snap. He might go down to this. Hand of God keeping him alive. Fear still alive, just looking for one more hit on Grumpy. He is going to land it before the Gush, and 007 has arrived. You can get a 3-second stun onto Nowhere. Is there a chain stun from Dragonite? He's getting slowed a lot by the upheaval, but there's the Ghost Walk, and Dragonite doesn't want to breathe that fire. Hawkeye is in a little bit of danger, as well as Malk is closing in, but Nowhere is slowing everyone down. Fear does still have that breathe fire. He could get it. He misses it. Hawkeye is going to try to get out, but a 4-second stun. No, sir, you're not escaping. Reality Rift now onto Savadoom. He's going to take a Dragon Tail right after. Tornado going to fly through. Might save the Warlock. It's going to be close, though, as another Chaos Bolt is going to go up. That's going to bring him down. Gush onto 007 as Grumpy has re-arrived into this fight. He's going to try to teleport out of here, and he's going to make it back home. So EG, taking 3 kills in exchange for none. Very aggressive dive coming out from them, but hey, that's what you could do. You have a giant tank in the Dragon Knight, you have a giant tank in the Chaos Knight, and then of course you have Malk to keep them all healthy with that Hand of God from global range. Beatiz somehow made it out of there, even though he took a Cold Snap and was taking tower shots. And you saw how well that dive went for EG. Imagine how well it could go in the future if you have Repel on the Dragon Knight, if you have Purification as a nuke after a Reality Rift. Like, you Reality Rift the CK right next to an enemy and then he gets burst healed up. Plus the Guardian Angel onto everyone. That's going to be pain for days. It's going to be really, really rough. Omni Knight somehow affording an Arcane Boots as well as Soul Ring. All the tower gold really helping him out quite a bit. Plus he did manage to pick up some farm on this top lane.
Dire's top tower is
and this game is just, I mean, it's not that wild. It just feels really wild just because of these picks. And of course how the teams are playing them. Nose is thinking going to the river. If he does go into the river, he's going to be dead. And not just regular dead either, like dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and dead. Because mostly dead is a little alive. Obscure reference. If you got it, hats off to you. If you didn't, then I'm ashamed and you're no longer my friend. 4 now onto the mid lane. Malk is chilling in the base, but he's coming as well with a mech. 10 minutes in, a very quick mech from this Chen. 41 creep kills on him. Not bad farm at all in EG. Do they want to go for Roshan or do they want to get Brown's head? They're going to go for the Roshan. Beatiz does have a couple of illusions going to be used to tank. Yeah, there you go. With the very high armor on the Dragon Knight, plus a Wildkin to increase the armor even more. This Roshan is going to take a lot of damage from the Edict. The only problem with EG's lineup right now, is that Nowhere is going to unleash an EMP Tornado. Fear is going to get himself force-staffed out of there, so he's going to hold on to all of his mana. There is one set of Arcane Boost. There's a Reality Rift onto Nowhere, going to do a 2-second stun on him. Is there a Chain Stun? He could invoke something. No, it's not on cooldown for another 10 seconds. He's going to go down to the CK. Another Reality Rift on CK as Fear circles around, and... Really, Hawkeye? Really, Mirana? Really? Hawkeye is so dead. Yeah, see, you got a Chain Stun right here. Can I draw on the map? I can't. Well, he's gonna... These guys are all dead. Maybe not Savadoom. But Hawkeye is pretty screwed. He's gonna take a Dragon Tail and the Breathe Fire, and then he's dead. Maybe Beatiz can't kill steal it, or could he? My money's on you, Beatiz. Kill steal this kill. There's a Dragon Tail, and the right clicks. Oh, Omni Knight kill stealing it. Demon from the back end says, "I want this kill, guys. It's mine." With those 2 free picks, they're just gonna go right back into the Roshan pit. They are still very healthy. Their mana's a little bit low. They do have an Edict still, only level 3 on the Leshrac, not level 7 yet. Regardless, Roshan is going to get taken down, and, well, Fear, He rushed a Force Staff. That was his own Force Staff. I thought it was someone else's. But hey, Dragon Knight with the initiation roll and CK being sent back as well. Looks like Fear is going to be the one with the Aegis of the Immortal. So EG picking themselves up a very, very substantial early game lead. The idea behind the Force Staff is that Dragon Knight is now an initiator. You dragon form and then you Force Staff yourself in, and then you get a long, long initiation range because the dragon form does increase. Does it really tell you? It doesn't tell you. Does it tell you here? Oh no, someone got Force Staffed in. Fear Force Staffing himself in for the Grumpy stun, chain stun as well with the Leshrac. Ravage is forced out from the Tidehunter as arrow comes in the back and hits Melk. 007 has arrived though. Could he go for the Mirana? The Aegis does get popped from the Dragon Knight. Melk goes down as well. Reality Rift onto Nodes, but he's going to leap out of there. And there's the rock from the Warlock. Fear is back, though. He's going to get that very long-range Dragon Tail onto Nodes. Chain stun as well. 3-second stun onto Nowhere and Hawkeye. They're both in a very bad position as Nowhere gets Reality Rifted back in. Hawkeye unleashing his ultimate, trying to do enough damage to beat us to bring him down. But the heal is there from Demon as he now arrives into this fight. 4-second stun from 007 onto Hawkeye. Doesn't want to sit in that tower, though. Beat is... probably shouldn't be there. He's going to stun Hawkeye and Reality Rift as well as Breathe Fire. He's going to bring him that kill. The Warlock does burn down Leshrac with that Golem, but EG's two hard carries are still alive, and Demon taking a heal from Chen. He's going to go toe-to-toe with this Tidehunter, but I don't think he could really do this because Demon and Fear, or Jo and Fear, are kind of separated from this team. As we now have more teleportations coming in, it is going to be the Mirana. Sniper Arrow, Sniper, it's a long teleportation, so might not get this. Oh, Sniper Arrow. Sniper Arrow. It's going to be close. Close. But no Cigar. But EG taking even more kills. 8-3 is the score. 204 on the Chaos Knight. What is... That's still... 204... 402. It's kind of a mirror score there. Dragon Knight is a little bit happier than the CK. But as I was saying... As I was explaining the initiation tactics of the Dragon Knight, he actually went ahead and just did it. Not exactly what I was expecting, because I thought usually pop the dragon form first, because you get that extra, 400 to cast range on the dragon tail then. And then once you have the Force Staff as well, that's 1,000 units of initiation range. That's pretty decent. And Dragon Knight doesn't need to be the damage dealer, because CK is generally a little bit better suited to be a damage dealer than Dragon Knight is. I mean, they both can do very heavy damage, but with that crit, with the Phantasm eventually, plus the bonus damage of Reality Rift, he does do a lot more, or tends to do a lot more damage. He doesn't need as many items to actually do that, or levels. Double damage rune onto Jo. They're going to get a whole lot of people here. One hit, plus 4-second stun, Savadoom. Tornado going to try to save him from the CK, who's completely out of mana. Savadoom is going to unleash his Fatal Bomb before he goes down. Repel onto Jo as Fear in the back of the lines. Going to take down the Invoker. Knows trying to get out, but the beautiful stun from Beediz is going to prevent Mirana from getting away with that leap. I do believe Hawkeye managed to escape that situation. But EG, they lost. Oh, no, that was all three. Hawkeye was doing something else. But, okay, Dara losing all three of their heroes once again. EG pouring on the aggression. Even though they have a better late game, they're just going to say, screw the late game. We're going to go kill you right now. They have pretty good pushing power. They have the Dragon Knight. They have, how many Arcane Boots? Should be one only on Demon, yeah. Only one Arcane Boot, so they might run out of mana before they run out of health. The Repel does go onto Jo, so he's going to initiate right onto Nowhere. 4-second stun on him, and Jo is just going to go to town. Ravage comes out from Grumpy, hitting everyone, plus the Rock. Demon taking a lot of hits, but the heals from Melk, the Mech, and the Hand of God. Demon is very healthy. He does have that Purification as well. Breathe Fire from Fear can do a little bit of damage to Savadoom as well as Nose. EG's 007 takes a Cold Snap underneath the tower. He's probably going to go down, forced to pop out the Phantasm, and the Invoker just barely living from that. So he gets Force Staffed away, I believe. But the heals from EG are so intense. Malk just brought everyone back up to full health. Like, Demon was close to death. He couldn't get anything off, but Malk was there with the Mech. Malk was there with the Hand of God. That's level 1 Hand of God, so 200 plus 250. That's 550 total healing, plus the Purification. Burst heal. It's intense, man. It is intense. And EG, I mean, their CK could easily get in for a hug so that he could get purified. So it's a pretty interesting combination that they have here. I do feel like EG, they are in quite a good position to take this entire game, because their only hope against this lineup was to shut them down in the laning phase. I mean, they did prevent Demon from getting farmed. Jo got free farm. Fear did decently against that mid lane Invoker. But I mean, they don't have the late game to contest this. They don't have the same lockdown that EG has, especially on an individual target basis. Now that the Dragonite is going to get some magic immunity, now that the CK has a Vanguard, these heroes are absolute beasts. And Demon takes a stray arrow. Gonna be forced to, retire and become a guard. I'm not even gonna say it, but you guys know. You guys know. Beat is with the level 4 Edict now, gonna rip down this tower. No dragon form needed. They're just gonna keep going. Tower's gonna fall to this EG push Death Brigade. The AoE damage is pretty good. But yeah, the Omni Knight, his main weakness is the early game, where he doesn't have any range and you can just harass him all day. But we're well past that stage in the game, and EG now, they're pissed. They're going to take all the outer towers, except for this one, which is somehow still alive. They're even going to push in a little bit more. Is Ravage up? They need Ravage. Not for another 20 seconds. EMP is going to hit onto Fear. He's going to try to push himself away. But Arcane Boots, 2 of them. And there you go. Fear is back to full mana. 007 does take a repel. He's going to look for a Reality Rift. If anyone gets into the circle, they're pretty much dead. Arrow is going to not hit on that repel. It gets purged away, though. Someone has a purge stick. It's Mirana. But there goes the tower as Fear does initiate onto Savadoom. Hawkeye does unleash his ultimate out. Try to do a little bit of damage to EG. 007 still on the front line. He's going to go straight for Savadoom. He doesn't have his Warlock up yet. His Warlock Golem up yet. Grumpy does unleash the Ravage, but there's the ultimate from the Omni Knight. Upheaval, though, slowing down everyone. There's the stun onto Savadoom. Finally canceling that. There comes the Rock. Gonna do a lot of damage to EG, plus the giant AoE stun. Grumpy is trying to get out of here. Savadoom taking a 4-second stun. Just needs one more hit to go down. There you go. Fear with the double kill. Gonna pull in Hawkeye for the damage. 4-staff in for Fear. Gonna land that Dragon Tail as well, as Fear picks himself up a triple kill. And everyone from EG, the mana is there, the healing is there, and more importantly, though, the damage is there. Demon might go down to this, though. He's going to pop up Fuel Scepter on himself, and 007 is here for the Reality Rift onto Nose. 3-second stun, not dodged by the leap. Mirana is going to be safe, however, because EG, they have higher priorities, like the top lane Raxes, which have gone down in 18 minutes, 19 minutes. And EG, they're not done yet. They have a huge, huge advantage right now, and yes, they can sit back and farm. But why sit back and farm when the Ravage is not there, when the Warlock's ultimate is not there? And you know what? EG, they could push without their ultimates. I mean, the Hand of God was great, but the Hand of God was mostly to counter off any right-click damage coming up from Dara during the chain stun of the Warlock Golem, as well as the Ravage. Now that those aren't up, he doesn't need his ultimate. Hand of God, I mean, like, it'll help, yes, but Purification is more than enough for EG to stay healthy, plus the repel as well. EMP Tornado is going to hit Beediz, and Demon somehow didn't fall down from that. Fear is going to take an arrow, but there's a Reality Rift onto Nose, forced to leap out. So that leap is not going to be up for this upcoming fight. If they push within the next 30 seconds, Arcane Boots popping off, making sure that the strength carries, who have very low mana. Oh, huge Reality Rift onto Nose. 2-second stun as well. 1, 2, and a Leshrac Split Earth going to bring down the Mirana. Fear is there with the Corrosive Dragon attack. His neck pops off. Everyone from EG just seemingly invulnerable at this point. There's so much support. Jo does have a repel, so he could dive right in if he wants to, but Dara, they cannot fight. If they fight, they will lose this game. If they don't fight, they will lose this game. Hawkeye going to take a 2-second stun. The only real threat that EG have right now are these tier 4 towers, and when those are your best bet of defending yourself, then you're pretty, you're in a pretty bad position. There's Fear on the Reality Rift onto Savadoom, trying to slow them down with that upheaval. Not going to be enough in that. Hawkeye's in a little bit of danger. He's going to take a Chaos Bolt, 3-second stun, and Dragon Tail to follow. Hawkeye is so dead. 18 for 3. EG steamrolling their way past Dara in the Star Series Season 3, guys, with unorthodox picks, unorthodox counter picks. I don't know if the Warlock really, panned out for them. But combining strength carries plus the repel on the CK to initiate, I don't think we're going to be seeing this all that much, honestly. It seems like a very niche strat. You got to shut it down during the laning phase, because that's when they have all the melee heroes. That's when they're weakest. But at this point, if you let them get this far, the mech, Hand of God, and now Vlad's offering on these melee heroes, you're in for a world of hurt. But anyway, that's it for me right now, guys. It's still pretty early, but I do have a paper to write, so maybe I'll get another one out. I did already cast one today earlier. That was a pretty long one. This one nice and short. I do like the shorter games. Although they're usually stompy, they let me cast a lot more, and then I can get through the replays a lot quicker, and that makes me feel better. There's the game, guys. EG take it in a dominating fashion over Dara with unorthodox picks. GG, guys.